Hi everyone, how are we doing? How's it going? Hope you're all having a great night. It's Salval here, by the way. Thought I should explain that. Hello to Dunks, hello to Herminator. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hello Ducky, welcome in. Now, you might be wondering, this isn't Zelda, and you are right. You are 100% right. No kidding. Okay. What's gonna happen is... You look hot today. Oh, thank you. What's gonna happen... I have two Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combined seeds ready to go. I'm gonna set up a poll. We are gonna have a 5-minute timer on this poll. I have two identical Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask seeds ready to go. One has an absurd amount of traps, so every junk item possible is a trap. Or we have a seed with no traps. I just want to hear what you guys want to play. And while you're deciding via the poll, I'm playing Animal Crossing. I don't know about you. I clearly haven't played in a while. It's still Christmas-fied. So how is everyone going? I think I need to change my wardrobe first and foremost. I'm still dressed for Christmas. Alrighty, and don't forget to get your votes in on the poll. You should be able to see that live now. You've got a few minutes on that. And then we are going to get into our seed. And I promise you, we're getting there. Alright. Well, it suits for this time of year. It's post-Halloween and that means Christmas. For me, I don't know personally, for me, it's December 1st. Like, it's not Christmas till it's December 1st. That's it. What do I want to wear? But I know a lot of people do like to celebrate Christmas now, and there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, hang on, wait. I've got the perfect outfit. Give me a second. She's cooking. Cat laser beams. Shorts. Fedora. My usual glasses. And let's go with, you know what? I think to sell the look, it's really going to tie it together. We're gonna go with a pair of thongs. Oh, I think people in the US call them flip-flops, I think. In Australia, we call them thongs. I guess it's different with kids. I used to be the same. Honestly, valid. That's valid. For me, it's, yeah, I don't have kids, so it's, yeah. This may not be Legend of Zelda, but you can still fish. It's gonna be Legend of Zelda in 5 minutes. Once we decide on a seed, by the way. Just to let you know. But yes, absolutely. Let's go with the 5-minute timer on fish. Fish. Oh, wait, hang on. No, 5-minute timer, please. Fish.
5 minutes, starting now.
So, oh boy. I clearly haven't played this. No, that's still not the right button. I clearly have not played Animal Crossing in well over a year, Fish. So I have no idea. No. What do you mean it's cancelled? Give me my 5-minute timer back, please, Fish.
5 minutes, starting now.
Thank you, Fish.
Sure thing.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but my, it was just sassing me. My own Siri was sassing me, Fish. I haven't played Animal Crossing in well and truly over a year. But let's fish while we have our fish time. And while we are waiting for the results of our Legend of Zelda seed. Again, if you are just joining, we are indeed playing The Legend of Zelda. You have not clicked into the wrong video, I promise. We are indeed playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combined randomizer fish. We are just waiting to see. We have 2 identical seeds. One's filled with traps, and one has no traps whatsoever. I want you all to decide which one it's going to be, fish. Alright, I'm seeing the votes so far heavily for traps. Very heavily for traps. But if you do not want to see Link get thrown backwards every 2 seconds, you have a chance. Not much of a chance, but you have a chance to get those points in, fish. Speaking of fish, the button delay on this is going to be hell, but that's fine. Fish. Excuse me, fish. Whee. So, does anyone else in chat play Animal Crossing? Fish? I caught a dab. Why did I do that? Fish? Why? That was just an unconscious response just then, fish. Oh god. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen and fish. Oh, look, there's the windfish. We are done with our poll in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, the poll with 100% of the votes is max absurd level of traps. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. I didn't even bother downloading the other seed. It's ready to go, but I didn't bother downloading it, fish. Loving all the fish. Hello, placehold. Welcome in, fish. Alright. I think we should get straight into some Zelda fish. Let's go. Let me open ROM. I did test it to make sure it's going to be right. So, there we go. You are going to see an existing save file. But I think it's time to get right into it, fish. It's been too long, fish. We have had Majora's Mask. We have had Ocarina of Time. We have had Twilight Princess. But it has been well and truly so long since we've gone back to our roots to do a combined randomizer. So let's fish and go, everyone. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. There we go, fish. I need a save file in chat, please. Someone give me a save file name in chat. Erase, yes. Tiny! Alright, we are naming the save file Tiny. Tiny fish. Speaking of which, hello Tiny. I'm assuming Tiny is watching. Hello Tiny. I hope you are doing well, fish. There we go. Alright. So, this is the beginning of our max absurd level trap. So, every junk item in the game is going to be a trap, fish. Whoa! Okay, excellent, fish. Why did I get hit again, fish? Alright, we Excellent, Fish. I forgot to mention the rules of this. Excellent. Let's do this, Fish. So, this is, as I mentioned like 5 times now, a max trap randomizer. The only traps are... knockback traps and RuPaul's Fish. They're the best traps anyway. So we are going to get straight into it, Fish. We are on a Triforce quest, meaning that we need to find all 3 pieces of the Triforce, Fish. That's the odd mushroom. That's our first item, Fish. Although not a very useful one. It allows us 1 check at the old hag's potion shop, that's it. Let me pull my trackers back up. There we go, Fish. Now I can see what I'm actually doing. Alright. Oh, that's the child side. Hang on. There we go, Fish. Alrighty. Magic was a trap, unsurprisingly. I'm gonna guess all of these are traps. We here. Hello, J Buttcrumbs. Welcome in, Fish. Also, that's a 5-minute timer on our fish trap. On our fish journey. Thank you so much for that, Snecky. Yep, that checks out. I like the sound of Triforce Fish. Would that be Trifish? That would indeed be Trifish. I like it. Trifish. Whoa. We zooming. We flying, Fish. This is absurd level. Oh, shoot. Alright. We'll take that Song of Time straight off the bat. We'll take that. Yeah, Fish. The rest of it's all traps, but we'll take that one thing, Fish. Absolutely. Now, we are not going to bother doing the check up. Yeah. We're not going to bother doing the check up there quite just yet, as we don't have anything to kill the Gwei with. And I'm not fussing around with that. I am so good. How are you and how are the people in the house? I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. We're chilling. We're having fun. Alright, we're going to come back here when we actually have money, because we can't even afford to fish right now. But Kajiru seems to be here. That's a report. That looks like Blast. No, that's Sniffer Mask. That looks like either Elegy or Requiem. There's Eye Drops. There's Bomb Shoes. Keep in mind, all of these are likely to be traps. This is the difficulty of the seed. We need to discern what is a trap and what isn't, which is gonna be damn fun and a little infuriating. Just saying. Alright. We have also started Heads or Tails. Whoa, hang on. Excuse me for a second. I seem to have... That was a sound. Alright, there we go. We have started Heads or Tails for Gamble Points. Now, this is not crowd control, so you cannot use your crowd control points for this. I figured we would take a break from that for people's wallets and for people's sanity. But we will be going back to crowd control very soon, I promise. We might as well use this opportunity to come up here and see what we've got. There's not much we can do here, really. I'm fairly certain I did put pot rando on fish. Alright. Yep, that checks out. Alrighty. Let's make our way up. So, normally the first thing I do is hightail it to Castletown. But we've got a few things that we can do here first and foremost. For example, we can check this. Fishing gives knockback trap and the blast mask. So we know the blast mask there is actually legit, which is very nice. Requiem is less likely to be legit, but we know blast mask is legit, and that's a really good item to have right off the bat. So we'll have to keep that in mind for when we get money. We've got 2 gossip sensor we can check out here, and we can also see what Ice Cavern is. So we do also have Dungeon and Boss Rando on. Termina Field is on the path of power. Excellent. Oh god, can you imagine Termina Field? That's gonna look insane. I'm just saying. Terminal Field's gonna look rough. I don't know, but well, it's gonna be rough, not just look rough, I guess. But still. All right, let's just restart this whole thing. There we go. That's a heart container, which I'm fairly certain can't be trapped. So let's go collect. Why did I do that? That wasn't even close to correct. Alright. Let me up, please. Please let me up. No. Alright. Bear with me. I've got to swim all the way. There we go. Alright, cool. I honestly hate doing these ice puzzles here. Alright, don't forget to get your points in for heads or tails. Nice, we got a heart container right off the bat. We'll take that. I can see that something is in the lead with 800, with 1,000 of the, with 1,000 points. I can't see what it is exactly, but something's in the lead. Go whatever that is. Alright. Don't make me go all the way back. Thank you. There we go. This is so... Oh, are you kidding me? That shouldn't have... Yeah, whatever. Let me up! Alright. I honestly hate doing this platforming here. The ice physics are not meant for platforming like this. I know you can jump up on this ledge. There we go. Perfect. This is the power of persistence and patience, people. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Let's see what this is. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's really nothing we can do here. You know what? We're gonna wait till I'm back. I don't know when I'm gonna be back. Are we back? I think we're back, by the looks of it. We back. Okay, good. I'm glad. If we crash again, we're just gonna, oh crap, hang on. If we crash again, I'm just gonna have to force a switch over to a different provider. It was him. That's right. It was the spam message. Yeah, that checks out. Alright, we got a fish and a spin attack upgrade. We'll take that. Excellent. Alright. We got a fish and the spin attack upgrade. We will take that action. Let's go this way. Fish! Yes, we love some fish. I actually genuinely don't know if I'm going the right way now. No, I'm not. Not even close. Oh, wait, hang on. Really glad I did that. Okay, now let's go back. There we go. Let's go fish. This way. Alright, let's see what the other end of this leads to. This is what I'm interested in. The rest of this we won't be able to do much at all. Oh! Okay. Oh, shobba! see. Alright, there we go. I have switched back. Again, you know you're Australian when you have to switch over to your mobile data. Alright, we're back. We're cool. Let's go. Let's equip our bow. I was not expecting to get a bow right at the back. Back to some singing. Oh dear. Maybe we shouldn't be back if you heard that. Alright. I'm about to get charged, aren't I? Oh, right, there's not one there. Duh. We're cooking now. We are indeed. We are cooking. We're thriving. Let's go. Alright. Let's see what we do or don't get here. Cafe's mask. Knockback trap. That's a piece of the Triforce of Wisdom, which I'm going to guess is a knockback trap. Yep. Piece of heart will always take because that's an actual always legit. Even the bloody fairy was a knockback trap. Give me my heart. No. Give me the heart. There we go. Alright. Let's go. It's so many. Yes, so I put on the max setting of traps. The max setting. Fire Temple is foolish. Very good. I always like to hear that Fire Temple is foolish. Alright. Andrew and Cafe give a rapport. Of course they do. That checks out. Alright. So we have max everything on. Max traps on. We're not even safe from the Pendant of Memories. You know it's bad when... Alright, let's actually go back and start from the beginning of here. I think that's a good idea. Alright. I think we can shoot the Deku... I think we can shoot the Deku... Oh! I forgot that this is there. Nice. Ocarina game gives a rapport. Very nice. And that guy doesn't appear as an adult. That's fine. Alright. Here's what I think the game plan should be. We go through Lost Woods and Kakiri Forest as an adult. And then we go to Castletown. I think we just hightail it to Castletown, turn into an adult, turn into child, check out Pot Room, which is going to be awful, and then go from there. Wrong way. I think that's a good starting plan. Bo doesn't do crap for this, does it? Nah, cool. Alright, let's go. Excellent. Whoa. Alright. Oh, we can't get past because of Mido, you stupid little annoying thing. Alright. Let's go back, shall we? Alright, what do you say for us? Feeding a freezing Goron gives us a trap. What a surprise. Everything gives us a trap. Alright, so the grass checks between child and adult actually are different here. Both these pots apparently have something. Well, those are gone. Oh, so's the fish. The fish is gone. Ha, Sal, I'm here. I had an appointment. I missed you. I missed you too. Hello, Soup. Welcome in. Oh, like the whole gang's here. That's exciting. All right. Can I? Thank you. Thank you. I just want my traps. Let's be real. Well, the fish is gone again. We'll come back for the fish. Don't worry. Alrighty. At least the best thing... Hey, we actually got bomb shoes. I'll take that. We actually got bomb shoes. We have now some form of explosive. That's awesome. Alright, we're not going to go through there as... we can't go through there as an adult. That's fine. So let's go past here. We need to check the pot in Link's house. May I just say, it's probably a good thing that we're not doing a no-hit run. Can you imagine me doing a no-hit run? I would suck so bad at it. Hi, how are you all? Alright. Pot in Link's house surprisingly has nothing but a rupee. Excellent. We have not had money this entire time because every time we, any rupee we've seen so far has been a rupee. Just saying. Alright, let's go here and pick up some hearts. Perfect. Alright. So our heads or tails will be drawn out very soon. Yep, that checks. Yep, that checks. Alright. Winning. Is it actually possible for us to get... I don't even know if we can get any money. Oh, actually. Let's see what's in the shops first before I collect those rupees. A bunch of rupees, a fish, and a wallet. Wallet. This is gonna go terribly, isn't it? Alright. Go away. Oh, I needed to wait till the end to... Oh, well, I'm not gonna bother. Hang on. Let's just do it this way. It's gonna be easier. Alright. Alright. Oh, I forget the rupees only spawn there once. Alright. We'll come back when we have more money. Or any money for that matter. Just some money will do. We need to check the pots here. Postman's hat. Nice. Hey, that's actually the postman's hat too. Nice. We'll take that. Also, Link is a pot now. What a pothead, right? Yeah, there's our trap. Excellent. Alright. Let's go straight to Castletown. I think that's a good idea. Alright. So, while we are heading off to Castletown, we are going to, what am I trying to say here, people? We're gonna draw heads or tails, basically. Deku is... Okay, so the boss of Deku Temple is Bongo Bongo. That's... something. Heads or tails, please. Alrighty, everyone. I'm gonna draw our heads or tails now. So, with 55% of the votes, tails is the winner! There we go. Congratulations to Jade Buckcrumbs and 2 others. That's good to see. Alright. We are going to have another Gamba soon, so if you did not win, you do not need to stress. We will be having another Gamba very soon. Alright, there's one knockback trap. Let's just collect this one for the sake of it. Very nice. Bro, the one time I don't put points in because I'm late. This is what happens when you're late. No, I'm kidding. Alright. I'm gonna tell you now, pot room's gonna be a mess. pot room is going to be so messy. So let's go do that. So much like Kikiri Forest, adult pot room and child pot room are different. So we do need to do adult pot room. And then we'll come back and do child pot room. Alright, there we go. How funny would that have actually... Like, that's the second time we've been tempted to, like... We've been, fooled with the piece of Triforce. How hilarious would it be if that was actually a piece of the Triforce just sitting in the pot room? I would do that. I would vibe with that. Just put all the pieces of the Triforce in the pot room. We're grand. Excellent. Butler gives a rapport. Excellent. Stone Tower Temple. Sure, why not? Stone Tower Temple is path of power. Thieves' hideout is foolish. And Zora's mask can be found in Termina Field. Excellent. I think next Gamber I'm gonna do it. Heck yeah. Do it. Alright. I'm guessing by do it you mean like put in all your points or something. I don't know. Snowhead Temple, North Clocktown, Stone Tower Temple. I put these in random locations, didn't I? Whoopsies. Excellent. Ice Cavern. Perfect. We don't need to worry about that. Hello, a friendly Phantom! Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. In fact, let's get a shout out going for a friendly Phantom. Oh. Bear with me. There we go. A friendly Phantom. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was stream? How you been? How was stream? I love the emotes there. That's excellent. Thank you so much. Oh, and we get a report for our troubles. Wonderful. It worked. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Friendly Phantom. We are doing Twin Islands, Lake Hylia, Great Bay, and report. Excellent. We are doing an Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask combined randomizer, where we need to find 3 pieces of the Triforce. The Triforce of Courage, Wisdom, and Power. However, in a twist of fate, every single junk item in the game has been replaced with a trap or a rapport. Hilarity will ensue. Welcome in. It was short and sweet. I got home super late, but we were playing lots of Hollow Knight. Hey, that's awesome. I love Hollow Knight. I haven't played too much of it, but I do love it. If you also love Hollow Knight or the sound of Hollow Knight, or you don't know what Hollow Knight is and you're interested in learning, please go check out A Friendly Phantom. Go check them out. Watch their streams. Give them a follow. I love it. We love to see it. Thank you so much. I will say Hollow Knight is a really fun game. So if you have no idea what it's about, you have nothing to lose. Alright. We knew it was coming. Alright, there's an actual legitimate heart piece. That would have been a really nice ocarina to get. Just saying. That's a rapport. Why would I think any different? That's a legit Gary mask. Very nice. Imagine Castlevania Dark Souls. That's it. Castlevania Dark Souls. Absolutely. That's it. That's the game. And may I just say, an excellent game. I do love Hollow Knight. I used to watch a lot of speedruns of it as well. Phenomenal. Alright. I'm glad to hear that you had a wonderful stream, and thank you again for the raid. I apologize? No, I appreciate it. Oh! An actual item of value. With an asterisk there. I'm not... I told you pot room was gonna be brutal. What's the beating this fairy is also a trap. There we go. A friendly Phantom, the speedrun achievement is for beating in under 5 hours. Oh, there you go. Oh, hello, Kazzy! No, sorry. Hello, Death Saber 3. Welcome in. Sorry, I misread the name there for a second. Hey, we got a shield. Hello, Death Saber 3. Absolutely. You know what? It's a hard thing. I will agree. We actually also get a legit opponent song as well, and a trap, just for good measures. Hello, hello. Knockback trap. Is that a bolero? Nope, that's a trap. I told you Power was gonna be brutal. That looks no. I was gonna say that looks like a trap, but I was hopeful. There it is. We knew it was gonna. I got that achievement in 30 minutes using Archipelago. Nice, very good. No, I don't want to lose the money. I don't want to lose the money. Let's leave before we run into any more reports. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we want to visit Night Market, and we also want to rescue Richard the dog. So for anyone who's not aware of what we're doing here, or like anything about this game, Richard the dog is a little... Oh crap, I'm going the wrong way. We've also got the wrong dog now. Yes, Richard the dog is not this dog. It is a little white dog that's in the market. Why someone called their dog Richard, who knows. Excellent, we've gotten rid of the other mutt. She will sit there. I'm going to raid and run. Good night. Thank you. Have fun. Thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. And once again, everyone, feel free to go check out A Friendly Phantom. They're fantastic. Thank you again and have a good night. Yeah, so Richard here, she gets really annoyed if you bring over any other dogs. She'll call them mutts and stuff like that. So here's Richard. And we lost money on that. Excellent. No, I don't want to check that. Alright, we have enough money for 2 items. They're probably going to be traps, but we've got the money for it. Scam. Right? We literally got scammed. Oh, okay. Okay. What's that? Milk Road we can do without. Nehru's Love we don't have magic for yet. Lens of Truth might be good. Hey, that's a legit Deku Shield. You brought her dog home and lost money. Literally, right? Okay, do we go for the fish or do we go for the Lens of Truth? Should have gone for the fish. Alright, let's go. Does the lens carry over both games? It does indeed, yes. So, the bow, any item that is in both games gets carried over to both games. So that's the bow, the hook shot, Deku Nuts, Deku Seeds, not beans, I don't think. The Ocarina's swords, shields. In fact, I think we'll even have a sword in, I think we'll even have a Deku shield in Majora's Mask. Additionally to that, a few items appear in Majora's Mask where they normally wouldn't. And that includes the iron boots, the hover boots, the hammer and stuff like that. Just for a little bit of fun. Excellent. I'm not as familiar with Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask. So the items can be found in either game. So we can find... There we go. We can find the, for example, we can find the Zora Mask in Hyrule Field. Or we could find the Bolero of Fire in Termina Field. Long range is foolish. Very nice. So all the items are completely crossed over. We can also warp. Using the songs, we can warp from one game to another. In order to get to Majora's Mask, it is fairly simple. We just go through the Happy Mask Sales. We just go through the Happy Mask Sales shop here. And this drops us right here. In time to lose our money. And then to go back, we go through the Door of Time. Time. While we don't have a... we currently don't have an ocarina to play Song of Time. So I'm trying to spend as much time in Majora's Mask, in Ocarina of Time as possible so we don't lose. So we don't lose valuable time. But otherwise we've got free reign between both games, which is excellent. Alright, that's Song of Storms might be nice, but again, it's most likely a trap. And that's like the second or third Cafe's mask we've seen. Okay, nothing. Bremen mask and a heart container. The heart container would be good. Okay, let's go back to pot room. Here's my thinking. If the RuPaws are gone, they should be replaced with vanilla items. So we should be able to get some, rupees. Yeah! Alright, my thinking was correct. Alright, we're going to take this and we're going to run with it. We're not going to risk losing more money. Thank you so much for the follows! Sonji Whiff2, I'm so sorry, I probably really butchered that. And Death Saber 3, thank you so much for the follows, I appreciate it. I hope you're having fun and enjoying yourselves. Let's go check to see if some of these items are legit. I want to know about Song of Storms. Bremen Mask is probably not legit, but yep, we knew that. Let's get the heart container because we want all the health we can get with all of these traps. Oh shit. Got the name right. Just drop the whiff too. So Sonji, excellent. Hello, the Marmote. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Wow, we are having lots of fun here today with everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you had a lovely stream and thank you so much again. We've got a shout out going for the Marmote as well. So funny thing just happened, right? We just crashed we're soft locked. So now we have to reset. Oopsies. So let's quickly reset. We shouldn't lose too much here because the game auto saves for us whenever we cross between Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. In theory. So, alright. Let's just double check. Have we still got our bow? Yep, we've got all of our items. Excellent. We're just missing rupees. Hello, the Marmot. Hello, hello. Just a heads up on mine as well. Just go with Death Saber. Oh, excellent. Perfect. Thank you. Excellent. Hello, the Marmot. Hello, Mummy Lemon. I like that name. How are we all? Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate everyone on that. Thank you. How was stream, Marmot? Alright. What did you get up to? Alright, in theory, all that we should have to do is regain our rupees, and then go, we know Bremen Mask is not legit, so we don't actually have to buy it. That's fine. But we can go back and get the heart container. The heart container's good. One of the pots down here, there's the 50 rupees. Excellent. And, ooh, heart. This one had 5 rupees. Yep. That has 1 rupee. That has 1 rupee. Alright, that gives us enough for 6 items. Excellent. So, we are playing an Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask Combined Randomizer. We need to find the 3 pieces of the Triforce. The Triforce of Wisdom, Courage, and Power. However, in a chaotic turn of events, every single junk item in the game has been replaced with either a Rupaw, which takes 10 rupees away from us each time, or a trap. That's it. So we're gonna have to try and find items in amongst all the traps. Alright, cool. That's actually a legit being then, that's good. It's still late for me, so I'm not gonna lie, my English understanding is not the best, but I'm good, how are you? No, you're all good. I feel that. My brain sometimes just refuses to work after a long stream and after a long night. Trap? Trap. We might as well check a phase mask as well. We've got the money for it. Yeah, there's our second trap. Let's just leave. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing well. We are having fun over here, I think. We're certainly doing something. I was doing Ocarina of Time 3DS Let's Play for my month. Only Ocarina of Time. I normally speedrun the game. Very nice. That's awesome. I love Ocarina of Time 3D. I haven't actually played the 3DS version in a long time, but I really do enjoy it. In fact, I really should do a replay of that version soon. And also, very nice, you speedrun it. What's your PB looking like? I used to speedrun speedrun Majora's Mask a long time ago. I haven't done a Majora's Mask speedrun in near on 10 years, I would say. Alright. We're going to start clearing out bits and pieces of Hyrule Field, then we're going to go back to Kokiri Forest. King Zora gives a knockback trap and a rude paw, 2 for the price of 1. And I mostly speak French, Canadian, that's why it's late for me. Oh, very nice! I'm not going to insult you with my year 10 French class skills because they're not there. But, that's awesome. Yeah, I was going to say it must be late for you in Canada. I'm Australian, it's 7:30 for me, so not nearly as bad, but I can definitely understand it would be very late for you. I'll take the hundo. Alright, we're probably gonna lose that money almost immediately. 2 a.m. Wow, 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. Everyone's up so late tonight. I can't say much. I'm constantly up to that late. Alright, let's start clearing some of this out. We do love a late night sometimes. There we go, perfect. I slept 6 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so we've got was that a bottle of milk for Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask? Majora's Mask. Alright, we've got a bottle of milk for Majora's Mask. We've got a trap here. 6 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Wait, that Dodongo is Jabu Jabu. Excellent. For some reason that equated in my mind for a lot longer time. That's only 6.5 hours, but for some reason I was like, oh yeah, that's a solid like 9 hours. Time is a weird construct that's not making sense to me right now. To be fair, my this year has felt like 3 years in one. I was at the doctor's today, and I was like, oh, you know, this happened about 5 years ago. And he looked at the records and he was like, Sally, that was only 2 years ago. What are you talking about? But I also slept during the morning from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Slept a lot today. That is the dream. That is the goal. Thank you so much for the follow, the Marmo. I'm gonna go have sleep, but have a nice stream and good luck for the randomizer. Thank you so much. Hey, Elegy. That's the luck right there. That's your luck working for me. Thank you so much, and have a lovely night. And once again, everyone, don't forget to check out the Marmo. And thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. This year has gone by so quickly. I have the opposite issue. I look back on things that happened this year, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that was like, you know, last year or the year before. No. I went to Green Day at the beginning of this year, and it felt like that happened 2 years ago. This year has been incredibly long. What is this sleep you speak of? I have no idea. It's some legend whispered on the paths of trees. Also, Deku Tree is on the path of wisdom. That's good to know. I don't think yeah, there we go. I don't think I've had a proper 8 hours sleep since I was a child. I don't even think it's possible to do a full 8 hours sleep. Alright. For a second there, I completely forgot where we were. Alright, let's go clear out a little bit more of Hyrule Field, and then we'll go back to Kokiri. Oh. I should have kept a tracker of all the traps that we've received so far. I was going to do it, and then I immediately forgot. Oh, hello, Ducky. So you've redeemed ban or an in-game action. So we're only allowed to roll for the next 5 minutes. Moon is foolish. That's the best news I've ever heard. 5-minute timer, please. Wonderful. Alright, so we can only roll for the next 5 minutes within reason. So anything that I can't do by rolling, I can obviously not roll. but we need to roll everywhere else otherwise. And thank you so much for the challenge, Ducky. We'll take that on. Yeah, this is your little PSA, by the way. You can affect what happens in-game or out of game. That's a really awkward way to phrase it. But you can ban and redeem in-game actions or meta actions. So if you want me to talk only in one syllable for like 5 minutes, which we've done and it's really painful but really funny. Huge rupee for 10 rupees. No, we'll redeem that later, I think. Or you want me to play one-handed for 5 minutes. I won't appreciate it, but we'll do it. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, there is, you can redeem channel points for that, by the way. Thank Tiny for that. Thank you, Tiny. I love that. Thank you. So Ducky's child is Tiny. So Tiny loves watching these streams as well. So hi, Tiny. Alright, we are going to continue on. At least it's better than the Ocarina of Time randomizer we did the other day with random sound effects. Where the rolling was just that moink, moink, moink sound the entire time. Alright. Let's continue on. Whee! Alright. So we're gonna check out this grotto here. This grotto I often just completely skip over, if I'm being honest. But we're actually gonna do it properly. There we go. So the reason why I normally skip over it is because it's only one check and it's statistically unlikely to be anything. For example, that's just a RuPaul. But there was one randomizer I did offline where the Zora mask was trapped behind that one grotto that I never bothered checking. So it's one of those things that's now just permanently etched into my brain. Alright. Whee! Whoop, that wasn't it. What? There we go. Excellent. Now, how many traps are we going to get at the fairy fountain? Are they? That's all just RuPaws. That's all just RuPaws and one land title deed. I'm very much trying to avoid the RuPaws. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak, Soup. I appreciate it. Okay. Damn it. Alright. We don't have crowd control working today. I'm so sorry. Crowd control does not work on this. But we will be doing another crowd control seed very soon. I just can't figure out how to turn the damn crowd control widget off. I don't know how to block that. Because for some reason whenever I click on it, it won't let me. But we will be doing more crowd control seeds, pretty much after this. So I promise you, only RuPaws, yes. So every junk check is replaced with RuPaws and, what am I calling it? And knockback traps. I always buy them all. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure you weren't wasting your bits, that's all. I am very conscious that I don't want people to waste their bits. But I appreciate it, thank you. Yes, so every junk check is replaced with RuPaws. Once we have cleared a patch of grass once, it does go back to mostly vanilla content. So we will eventually start collecting more rupees once we've cleared out as many RuPaws as possible. Alright. How long left on this challenge, by the way? We have 11 seconds left on this. Excellent, because once this is done, we are going to set up a new gamba. And I feel like it's a prime time for people to participate in a gamba. Alright, that is our timer done on only rolling. Thank you so much, Ducky. I always appreciate it. I appreciate the button mash. Let's go. Alright, we're just going to stop here for a sec and let's set up a new gamba. Alrighty, so you've got 5 minutes on this. From the end of the gamba, so anything we find while the points check is still open does not count. From the end of the gamba, what do you think we're going to find next? The options are sword/shield, a hook shot, bottle, strength, magic, a song, or something else entirely. Yeah. Let me know what you think, because I truly have no idea what we're going to find, honestly, if I'm being real. Ooh, hello chests in Mido's house. I don't want to risk losing money, so let's just grab this one first. He really did just say, let me show you the door. Wow, rude. Alright, let's go collect our fish from before as well. The fish does not count in the gamba. Sorry to tell you that. And it's a trap fish. Of course it is. There we go. We love a good trap fish. Alright. There it is. Thank you for the trap fish emotes. Alright. Bottle of gold dust, that's a trap. Oh, she's zooming. Also, I have, in my area that I live in is fairly, it's a nice area. Like, there's no such thing as a truly bad area, but I live in a fairly quiet neighborhood. So, when these groups of kids on dirt bikes start revving their engines, you can hear it everywhere. And it just startled me because they just ran up the street. Alright, so we've got a few grass patches here that we'll need to check, as well as the Kakiri sword check as well. Alright. Alright. Excellent. This is what I mean, it's gonna be difficult trying to find the Triforce pieces when we are literally getting trapped by everything. For example, this grass and this chest. Both of these are going to be traps. Just saying. There we go. Do I know this game or do I know this game? Yeah, I have like 100 crowd control games on 40 streamer pages. Half of them I never watch, but it supports the stream, so all good. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you as well. That's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, it really does. It does help, so thank you so much. Alright, let's go. So we had a few items in the shop if I recall correctly. We don't need to check Link's house again, but I'm going to quickly just grab the hearts here. Perfect. Alright. Nothing here. Perfect. Let's quickly check the shop, and then let's see what Deku Tree is. That's a good idea as well. Okay, so it was just a fish and a wallet. Oh, the child's wallet? Well, that's a trap. We already own the child's wallet. There we go. Nobody else put in for Gamba. Oopsies. That's alright. Oh. Wait, are you saying nobody else has or nobody else please? I was going to say, because I'm seeing more than one person putting in the Gamba. Let me tell you that now. Feel free to put in for the Gamba. This is your last reminder. You've got a minute. Excellent. There we go. Alright. Yeah, let's go do the grottos here. Wait, 2 others have now. I was gonna say, yeah, don't worry, they're coming, I promise. Yes, don't forget to get your points in for the Gamba. Once the Gamba closes, whatever item we find first, be it one of the listed items or other, wins. That, it's fairly straightforward, I think. Alright. let's see what Deku Tree is. And there's also a Gossip Stone here that I do want to check as well. I think that's a good idea. Nice to see you, Zalbao. Hello, Flappy Johns. Welcome in. How you doing? How's it going? I'm glad it's nice to see me. Fishing gives knockback trap and blast mask. We already knew that. We will go back for the blast mask, by the way, very soon. That I do want to get. Yeah, nice to see you too. How you been, Flabby? We are in the middle of a trap extravaganza. Oh, okay. Let's see what Ganon's tower is then, because that's also shuffled. Excellent. What are you? Forest? No, water. Shadow! Alright, cool. We can't do anything here. There's nothing we can do here. Alright, so let's hightail it out. That's good to know. There you go. So, as a lot of people who have watched me, or as someone kindly said within 30 seconds of watching me and watching my stream for the first time, I am indeed ADHD. I've mentioned this before, and like, you know, it's just a thing. But there's this running joke that every ADHD person has a collection of beverages around them. And I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying I've got my water here, my Coke Zero here, and I emptied my tea about 5 seconds before I clicked start on stream. So if you're ever worried about having too many drinks, just remember it's the natural order of things. You got to have one for hydration, one for taste, and one for, you know, caffeine, one for energy. I do love being a beverage goblin. All right, last words. I didn't mean to click on that. Let's go. We've got the Deku Scrub here. Then we've got a few grottos that we want to explore, and then finally we've got the Wolfos Grotto. We also have the Saria song check that we'll need to do. I have to be a beverage gremlin too, especially while breastfeeding. Understandable. Also, we love beverage goblins around the world unite. Child loach for 10 rupees. That's going to be a trap. But it's for fish, so we have to do it. At least he feels bad enough about trapping us, so he gives us some hearts. That's a little bit better, at least. Alright. That's a little bit better. Alright. Get yote. Yeah, yeet, yo. Between that and... I don't know how many people saw me dabbing at the beginning of the stream, but between yeet, yo, and dabbing, I'm really having a day of, like, ridiculously old memes. Excellent! That entirely checks out. Alright. Alright, Secret Shrine gives red potion and knockback track. Nice. Speaking of, there we go. I will say, it feels really nice to be able to stream on a Thursday again. I've had to cancel a few of our Thursday streams, not because I didn't want to do them or anything, but just life comes up every so often. Report? No, I don't want to report. Life comes up every so often. I've been working a lot. I've been really busy at work. And as well as that, I've had a few social engagements as well, can't lie. But it just feels nice to relax on a Thursday and finally be able to stream again. We haven't done a Thursday stream in a little bit. It is part of the regular, so don't worry, we will be doing more Thursday streams. We won't be skipping out on them as often, hopefully. But it feels nice. Alright. What what do you want to give me? RuPaul. I'm gonna guess that you also want to give me a RuPaul. Yeah, that checks. Do all of them just give me a RuPaul? Oh wait, no, the other one gave me a trap. That's something. Girl, life always comes first. Absolutely, but it's just nice to be able to stream again. That was not the most effective way to beat that, and I don't even care. Alright. Oh, yeah, absolutely life does come first, and you know, I can't help being busy, and work absolutely does need to come first. It's just nice to be able to stream on a Thursday again. We haven't done it in a while. Also, I need to turn this down. I feel like I'm screaming over myself. There we go. Now I can actually hear myself talk, which isn't something I always want, but kind of need. Alright. Perfect! Hello, big chest. Give me my trap. There it is. Alright, we're going to do Saria song check. And then let's go Goron. Let's go Goron City. That might not be the right call, but let's go Goron City next. And then go Zora River after that. We also have yet to visit Kak at all, so we'll do that on the way to Zora's River as well. We don't need to go to Longmont because we do know it's foolish, so we're going to skip that for now. Just because somewhere is listed as foolish doesn't mean that it doesn't have quality of life items. So it might have something like the bunny hood or a magic meter that's not counted as Way of the Hero or something like that. It just means that we don't necessarily need to rush to it now. Excellent. We already checked this, didn't we? New way Boston over, that's right. Alright. I'm coming for you. There we go. We did not need to kill those, I just felt like it. I don't know what that says about me. Alright, let's continue on. I don't know why I'm saying the word alright so much tonight. I have noticed that, trust me. Let's go, yeah, let's go Goron City, and then we'll go from there. Just to make it easier on myself, I'm just gonna exit and re-enter. We have not found anything of value for our Gambit yet. Trust me, I haven't forgotten. We haven't found anything of value yet. It is gonna come. We are gonna find something of value eventually. Just not yet. I can feel it. Something big is on the horizon. We hope. There we go. First things first, before we lose all our money, I suggest we go check out the shop. That might be a good idea. Hang on. Hang on. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. We have the Goron bracelet. Did we start with the Goron bracelet here? We started with the... Okay, so we have a strength upgrade. I did not know that. That's excellent. They say follow your heart, but I say follow your butt. You must walk backwards or backflip for the next 5 minutes. We will take that action. Absolutely. Thank you. 5-minute timer, please.
5 minutes. Starting.
Watch this be a trap. Yep. Let's buy the dungeon map. There we go. Snowhead is at Shadow. That's good to know. Alright. Let's go! So, as we mentioned, we can only backflip or backwalk as within reason for the next 5 minutes. There it is. So this is going to be an interesting one, I promise. Nothing in these pots by the looks of it. Alright. Yep, let's go this way. Boom, boom. There we go. This is requiring an odd amount of concentration. There we go. Yeah. Sorry for the hard one. No, I love a good challenge. Trust me. There we go. Sorry, I do just have to jump out the way there. There we go. No, damn it. Well, we're just about to blow ourselves up. That's fine. Alright, we're just going to take a little bit of a hit in terms of health just to get through this part. Normally I wouldn't bother just for one gossip stone and one pot, but the gossip stones are really going to be our guiding hand in this. We need as much help as we can get. Excellent. So the gossip stones... Yeah, I didn't mean to... The gossip stones will honestly tell us what an item is. Road to Swamp is path of power. Excellent. See, we're getting some information here. Unfortunately for us, it all points to Majora's Mask, which we only have a limited amount of time in until we find an ocarina. But I am thinking we will, once we get out of Zora's River, I think our best bet is just to go to Termina Field and just take our lumps as we, you know, take them. That was not the words. Alright, let's collect our trap on our map. Compass Ice, the most useless compass. Hey, we've got a bottle and ocarina of time. We got some milk. And we lost all of our money. That checks out. Alright. Normally we would do the maze here, like the maze with the boulders here. However, we don't have that many explosives, and I'd rather save them at the moment. So, Gamba bottle. Oh, yes, Ducky, you are right. You are absolutely right. We got a bottle. You are absolutely right. No one voted for it. I am so sorry, but these are the rules of the Gamba. We must abide. The dude abides. I don't know if anyone has ever watched it. Is The Big Lebowski something people still reference? I have no idea. I didn't vote it. No, thank you, Ducky. I did not pay attention. I forgot the bottle was one of the options. I also kind of forgot about the Gamba. After turning around and insisting that I didn't forget about the Gamba, I then went ahead and forgot about the Gamba. Whoopsies. We are going to check this because it is a chest. I know the other one is a chest and two chests and two chests and a gossip stone or whatever it is and a crate. However, that only required one bomb tube. The others required, I think it's a minimum of 6 to get through there. Speaking of which, we're going to save this till later as well. And we're going to come back down there soon. For now, let's go see what DC is. I think we already know what DC is. I don't remember. But let's go double check it anyway. Also, that is a 5-minute timer on our backwalk backflip challenge. Thank you so much for that, Soup. That's just a root pour up there. That's excellent. We'll take the health while we can get it as well. Don't you worry, everyone. There will be another Gamba soon, I promise. Great Bay Temple. Ugh. We can't even get out of here. That sucks. This is the last one I wanted to see. So the problem with Great Bay Temple here is we have to save and reset now. Whoops. The reason why we have to save and reset is purely because we don't have the hookshot to get out of that dungeon. Alright. That was not what I was hoping to see. I was honestly hoping to see Deku Tree or... Deku Tree or Spirit would have been good. Spirit would have been actually really good. Okay, we're going to skip Zora's River right now and just go straight for Termina Field. We're already here. Might as well. I also really like Majora's Mask, so let's do it. That's a rapport. I don't want a rapport. I can't get... Alright. Alrighty. Let's check the shops. I know we can't buy anything at the moment with at the shops, but let's at least check to see what is or isn't there. That is Kafei's mask again. That's like the 4th time we've seen Kafei's mask. Just saying. They really want us to find Kafei's mask, apparently. Well, they really don't, considering most of them are traps. Okay, Deku Stick Fish. Oh, wait, the pot there. The pot. Deku Stick Fish, and then a whole bunch of free paws. Alright. What? Game? Game? Thank you. Excellent. Ow! Right through the deck! I said deck. Get your minds out of the gutter. That's so bad. Alright. Let's check. That chest looks like nothing. Let's check the last chest over here, and then we'll go out to Termina Field. Ooh, I forgot these little boxes. Hey, Eyeball Frog! That's basically useless to us because the adult side quests aren't checked, but sure, why not? Alright. Alright, let's see what this is. What trap are we getting today? Ooh! It knocked us out of the area. Damn. Alright. You know it's a hard trap when wow. Okay, we've got a piece of grass. Oh, 2 pieces of grass and a crate here, so let's check that. Yep. That's number 1. Give me trap number 2. That's definitely a trap. Alright, and trap number 3, please. There we go. Ah, thank you so much for redeeming a random Zelda fact. Thank you so much. Whee! There's our straight fairy. Tell me the fact now or else. I like to hear that. Okay, so a lot of people have actually commented, not so much on this stream, a lot of people historically have commented on the similarities between the Keaton, which is the, we just ran into a trap of the mask. So the Keaton mask is a mask that you can collect that allows you to confer with Keatons, which are the little yellow characters that appear in Moving Grass. In fact, that Moving Grass up there. That's a trap. It's spinning too fast. A lot of people have commented on the similarities. Hi, Chris. Welcome in. How you going? A lot of people have commented on the similarities between the Keaton mask and Pikachu. Both having yellow tails with dark brown / black accents, and both having like a yellow foxy-ish look. It's intentional. There's your fun fact. It's not an unintentional reference. It is absolutely an intentional reference. There is a Pokemon reference in Zelda, and it's Pikachu. So Pikachu, it's not entirely the same, but the design was heavily inspired by Pikachu. So there's your random Zelda fact. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. How are you doing? We're doing well. Termina Field music stones give blue fire arrows required. Okay, so if blue fire arrows are required, that means Ice Cavern or Ice Cavern, Zora's Shop, or melting King Zora are required. That's really good to know. I should write that down. Woodfall is on the path of power. Woodfall is on the path of power. Termina Field is on the path of power. Excellent. So Ice Cavern is required. Okay, that's good to know. Once we find Ice Cav, that's good to know. Alright, welcome to Termina Field. This is gonna be just filled with traps. Just nothing but traps. I hope you like traps. That's all you're getting. And apparently maybe 1 or 2 items. This is gonna be it for the entirety of this seed. Alrighty. If anyone's just coming in, they're gonna be so confused to see why we're just... Oh, yeeting all over the place. Goron Tunic, we'll take that. Alright. Let's continue on. We've got so much field to cover and so many traps to collect. Just saying. There we go. Alright, this is gonna be fun. What is nice is that we already have a shield, which means that we're not going to take as much damage from the moving Bonchu enemies as we normally would. So that's actually really good to know. Quiver. Hey, that is a quiver upgrade. Excellent. That's really good. Considering our only method of damage in Majora's Mask so far is the quiver, that's good to know. Hey, and Giant's Mask! I hope it yeets you off a high cliff sometime. It has yeeted us through many loading zones, out of stores, through doorways, and it has been very, very entertaining so far. It will, I can guarantee you, it will end up yeeting us off a cliff. I want the Deku Stick. Perfect. Alright, cool. We've got 2 over here. Hey! Twin Mold remains! Excellent. And a trap. Alright. So we're collecting the 3 pieces of the Triforce. So the remains aren't as helpful to us, but they might be nice in clearing out dungeons quite faster if we need to get to a clear state. So a clear state is like when the ice is melted in Snowhead and stuff like that, so we can check the grass and the chests. That is a trap, and that makes me so sad, because Bunny Hood would have been so good right about now. So people have asked me before, how do you know if something's a trap? And that is an excellent question. Sometimes it's really easy to tell if an item is a trap or not. Sometimes it's not so easy. So for example, this cafe mask is spinning normally, it looks normal. This, there we go. Both Dongoro's mask and the owl statue are spinning way too fast to be legit. So that is the most telltale way. However, just because something spins, nice. Just because something spins at a normal pace doesn't actually make it legit. It could still be incorrect. In this case, however, we have Cafe's mask. That's excellent. And that's way too fast. That's also a trap. It's not a foolproof way. Some of them do spin normally, so it's harder to tell. And just to make it a bit more ambiguous for certain items. However, for the most part, it's the best way to tell. Now, we don't need to check those musical statues again because they're all connected. That's a trap. But we do need to check the grass patches here. That's the thing that we need to check. And heart pieces and heart containers can never be traps, which is really nice for us. There we go. This is going to be... That's not what I wanted to do. Great. This is going to be a long seed, people. This is not going to be a done in one day kind of deal. That's a trap. That's obviously a trap as well. Imagine having a Triforce quest where they're just sitting in Termina Field. Low-key would love that, but you know. It's okay. Yeah, this is going to be a multi-day seed. On the upside, if you ever get confused as to where we are between streams, we have, and this is my shameless plug time, I have a YouTube channel where I put all of my VODs straight after they're recorded. There's no editing or anything, but you know what? You get to watch authentic Dumb Sally do authentic dumb stuff. There's the Keaton mask, little Pikachu, as we are. Actually, hang on, bear with me for 2 seconds. This is my shameless plug time. Let me have my shameless plug, and then we're gonna get back to it. I have a YouTube channel. We're keeping it updated with all of our, with all of the VODs here, and they're all separated into playlists based on what rando it is, and they're all in order and everything like that. So you can watch your each rando in order, no matter the fact that they were all done in different streams. Plug it, girl. Thank you. I have linked the YouTube channel in the chat, and I have pinned it. So if you are interested in checking out other randos, feel free to do that. You do not have to. That's the shameless plug for today. Yeah. There you go. Alright. Back to the traps. Excellent. I'm not too concerned about collecting root paws. Hey! Bombs! We'll take bombs. I'm not too worried about the idea of collecting root paws at the moment. It doesn't bother me too much. We had no money to start with, so it's fine. There are ways of us getting money with little to no worry. That's a trap. At least we got the heart at the same time. But we will mark our bomb bags as collected. Excellent. Alright. We checked down here, didn't we? Yes, we did. Let's go back over here. Now, you might be wondering why I'm collecting an item even though it's so obviously a trap. It's purely for my own, edification. So, when I come back here eventually, because, you know, we will be crossing Termina Field multiple times to get places, I just like to know that I have checked everything possible. Hey, Child Loach! Excellent, there's our big fish! Fish in the chat for big fish, y'all. Alright. There we go. That almost looks legit. That makes me say, ah! That is legit. That's why. Excellent. We're gonna ignore the reaction I had to that, and that's a trap. We have an ocarina. That's wonderful. Oh boy. That makes up for every single trap we're about to collect. That's a trap, obviously. That cafe's mask, it might be a trap. I don't know. Hang on. Do you think this cafe's mask is a trap? I don't know if we should collect it or not, people. It might be a trap. Excellent. That was certainly a reaction. Yeah, I genuinely wasn't expecting that ocarina to be legit. Alright. Spaghetti, give me the hot piece. Again, with me referencing really old, outdated memes. Why? Kajiro! So we know that the Kajiro in the fishing pond is a trap. Now we know that for certain, which is good. Also, we're going to say goodbye to Cafe for now, because I need to grab out a Deku stick. Perfect. Hey! We got Cow Mask! Excellent. So Cow Mask opens up the milk bar to us, which has 2 checks. And an adult fish. This grotto was actually kind to us. For the first time ever, this grotto was kind to us. And the cat. Wow. All right. This grotto's cooking. And a trap. There it is. I knew it couldn't all be well. We're not gonna bother with the chest. We've got it all. Alright. Just, if you think this has been crazy so far, don't forget, we've still got Cow Grotto to go. Excellent. We've still got Cow Grotto, which is gonna be just Trap Mania. What? Thank you. I was stuck in the seam of the tree for a second there. Alright, go away you. Okay, let's go back around and then we'll come back for Grotto. We'll come back to Cow Grotto. We're definitely going to be doing Cow Grotto, don't get me wrong. But we're just going to come back to it to make it easier for ourselves. Okay. Piece of heart and a trap. Excellent. Alright, how are we all feeling so far? How are we feeling? We enjoying this? We actually don't need to do anything here. Are we enjoying this? Are we having fun? Let me know. I want to know how everyone's feeling about the traps. Because there's certainly traps. Actually. God, if that Fierce Deity were actually good. Alright. Knockback trap. Did it just collect my bloody piece of heart from me? Or did I... Wow, it stole my piece of heart from me. That's annoying. Alright, Stone Tower Temple's on the path of power. Unfortunately, we already knew that. Stone Tower Temple is genuinely my least favorite dungeon in terms of a randomizer. Casually, it's great. In terms of a randomizer, ugh. There we go, done. Give me my trap. Oh, regular chest. Alright. Let's collect our traps here. Bunnyhood! Hey, quality of life. Let's go. The rest of this doesn't look very legit at all. In fact, I'd wager to suggest it's not even close to legit. We know that, there we go, we knew that was fake. And we got some bomb chews for our time. We'll take that. Bunnyhood and bomb chews, good combo right there. Let me get my cursor out the way. GG Xiaobao, thank you! If you ever notice my cursor on the screen, please let me know. I am notoriously bad with leaving my my mouse on the game screen. Whoops. Oh god, if only those hammer and boots were real. Ho! Yeah, cool. We're chill. We're chill. I'm being totally chill about it. I don't know what you're talking about. Freaking out here? Both are real. Yeah, how lit is that? We love that. Okay, so Megaton Hammer is available in Majora's Mask for us, which is excellent. We still don't have a way of damaging the chews with a... Hey, Prelude! That chew must be a metal worker, literally, right? We'll take Prelude. Oh, there it is. And a trap. Excellent. You know what? After that luck we just had, we'll take a trap. That's fine. Alright. Alright, let's circle back and do Cow Grotto, and then we'll come back and do the rest of Termina Field. Coming to Termina Field was definitely the right decision here. This is cooking. Alright, knockback trap number 1. Yep, there it is. That's a trap. The fish might be legit. Trap. Yeah, go away. Trap. patch of grass is just, wow. Trap. And it's the fish a trap. Hey, the fish is legit. Would you look at that? Now, because the hammer and the bombs functionally operate the same, we can still open all the grottos and everything like that with the hammer. It's very nice. Alright, that fish is a trap. Speaking of traps, this is going to be Trap City. When did we get 99 rupees? We're about to lose it, but when did we get 99? Zoran Blast! We knew it was here, so I'm not surprised. But dang, that's good. I'm glad to see it. Termina Field is cooking, y'all. Alright, there's our loss of rupees. We are going to lose all of our rupees here. I hope you understand that. Alright. I don't care if we lose all of our money here. We have gotten some really good stuff in Termina Field. It literally knocked me into the RuPaws. Thanks, game. There's my cursor again. Hang on. A sword would probably be really nice about now, but otherwise I have no complaints. We know that's a trap. We already have the odd mushroom. Hey, adult fish. Very nice. So fire is beneath. So beneath the well is fire. Okay, cool. And there's our last trap. All in all, I am very happy with how that turned out. We only really got one item of value in that cow grotto. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. So I think that was pretty good all in all. We've still got a bit more of Termina Field to go. We're not done by any stretch. Okay, that's a trap. Oop. All of these are traps, that's fine. There's the knockback off the cliff that you were hoping for. Not exactly a high cliff, but still a cliff. High by Link standards. That's gotta be painful for him. There it is! I knew you'd appreciate it, Chris. Alright. Give me that. It's just... I told you we're gonna be out of rupees soon. Our rupees are now officially gone. This was probably the best call we could have made. The eyes, oh my god, the eyes are creepy. Knockback trap, knockback trap. Is that Gerudo card legit? Hey, yes it is. Gerudo card. So that's going to be able to give us access to Thieves' Hideout, which we know is foolish. But it also gives us access to Gerudo Training Grounds, because keep in mind the dungeons are still randomized. So we still need to check out what GTG is. And it also gives us access to Desert Colossus. That's a trap. Wonderful. Wonderful? Wonderful. Alright. And there's another trap. Excellent. Alright. So, we don't have all that much of Termina Field yet left to clean out. Pinnacle Rock Sea Horses give a report. I was watching someone who also did a rando with traps where you also had the knockback for the drain trap and fire trap. They are definitely, yeah, hey, Nocturne, we'll take Nocturne. We have definitely done a rando with like the drain traps and the Nocturne and all of that. I just get annoyed by them. The drain, like the knockback trap is funny. And I do enjoy the knockback trap. The other ones we'll definitely do another rando with all the rest of the traps in them. But for me, they were just more frustrating than funny. So we haven't done a rando with them for at least a few rounds now. There we go. There we go. We got the quick kill there. This is a good way for us to farm money if we need to come back for it. So if we ever need to come back for money, we've got the hammer, we've got... There we go, we've got the hammer, we've got an easy way of defeating them. And for that, we get a bottle of gold dust. Nice. Alright. We have, two gossip stones over here that I want to check. Go away. So there's a gossip stone here and one in the kind of Canyon Valley area. Forest Temple is foolish. That means we get to do my favorite boss key skip. And also, the only boss key skip I know in Ocarina of Time. I'm excited today. I'm glad. I'm glad. Wait, like in terms of the rando, are you excited about something that's gonna happen? Tell me, what's got you excited today? Are you excited about the fact that we're about to go on a 5-minute break? Because my butt is. It's fallen asleep. Let's go. Let's go Road to Swamp. I think that's a good idea. I'm excited for your rando. Thank you. I'm excited for the rando too. We're cooking. We're doing well. Speedy boy. We love that we love the bunny hood. Bunny hood is so peak. You can't go wrong with bunny hood. I know someone, I was watching someone play the game. And this wasn't a rando or a speed run or anything, it was just a casual playthrough. And they didn't know you can actually get the bunny hood before... Hey, Oath to Order, nice! We know Moon is foolish, so we're not we don't have to go there, but it's still nice to have it. We'll update the tracker in a second for that. Alright, you know what? There's a trap. Yeah, I know someone who didn't know you could get the bunny hood before the Goron mask, so they always turn around and complained that the bunny hood was so useless. It is not useless, Mirror Shield. Hell yeah. We will take that action. We also just got, something. And I was meant to update it on the tracker. What did we just get? Let's just go in here before we die. What did we just get? Oh, Oath to Order. That's what we got. I'm stupid today. Alright. There is a chance that we die here. Alright. There is a very good chance that we die here. For the rando for Black Ops 7, which releases in less than 2 hours. I'm doing the New Zealand trick, change my region. Oh, hell yeah! I did not realize that was, I did not realize that that was coming out so soon. Do New Zealand get it first, like worldwide? They would, wouldn't they? 2 hours. 2 hours. That's a weird release time, isn't it? Maybe I'm not thinking about it. We are plundering Tingle! A RuPaul. Yeah, go away, Tingle. That's awesome! We love it. I have never played a... Oh no, that's not true. I have played a Black Ops game. I've never successfully played a Black Ops game where I've been good at it. That's how we'll word that. Yeah, in 2 hours, it's November 14th, because then it's midnight over there. Oh yeah, yeah, no, I suppose you're right. Sorry, for some reason, my brain's still locked in the fact that it's like 6 o'clock here, so it's only like 8 o'clock there right now. No, that actually does make sense, because it's 8 o'clock here. Odd Potion. Doesn't GTA 6 come out soon? It got delayed again. Rockstar announced its delay again, only a few weeks ago. So, whoopsies. That one, I think that's delayed till 2026? Mid 2026 maybe? Tomodachi Life for the Switch 2 was also delayed, and that breaks my heart. But you know, if it's needed, it's needed. November 2026. There you go. So delayed to quite late. I thought it was mid-late 2026, but no, it's late 2026. I didn't even see what that was. Oopsies. I think it said that Shadow was Goma or something. If anyone wants to clip it and tell me, I'll appreciate it. Okay. One of my favorite GTA streamers was putting out a countdown until it got delayed. Wait, they had a countdown for the original release date and then it got delayed, so they stopped the countdown? Or they had a countdown until the announcement that it, like, they counted down the moment that it would get delayed. Because either's pretty funny. Alright, let's go down here. I honestly don't mind the delay, I'd rather a good quality game. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I remember Satoru Iwata, the previous president of Nintendo, he turned around and said, you guys might rather the game for, like, you might rather the game sooner. I'd rather staff who are functional, like functional and able to survive, sort of thing. He was like, I can either get the game out fast and risk burning out and harming my staff, or I can take care of my staff and you just get a game that's a little bit late. And absolutely. No Steam Park 2.0. Alright. Series of traps right here. Room key, that's legit. Nice. Say Fire Temple is foolish. We already knew that, oddly enough. Nothing in these pots here. Okay, let's check Southern Swamp, and then let's check Woods of Mystery here, and then we're gonna go on a 5-minute break. We're not gonna be long, but we are gonna go on a 5-minute break. Follow me. You would think the amount of times I've done this, I would actually remember this. You'd think I'd actually remember the way through. I don't. Okay, now I remember it from here, I think. And if I don't, well, oopsies. Okay, trap 1. Trap 2. Oh, crap! I knew that was gonna happen too. We knew that was gonna knock us into the dead zone. Alright, take 2. Alright, nothing else. Excellent. Alright, nothing. Excellent. 6, 7. See, now I'm finally referencing an up-to-date me. Look at me, be impressed. At least I've stopped dabbing on stream. That's an improvement. Barely, but it is an improvement. Or not, just say you hate me, guys. No! 6, 7. I see, I'm down, I'm hip, I'm with the cool kids. I assume. Maybe. Alright. Let's get our check for this. Hey, fire medallion. Cole May's selling the fire medallion. Oh, Katake. You're Katake. Whichever one you are. Yep, excellent. That just yeeted us straight up. I'm just a teenage dirtbag. Hey. No, I don't want to... Okay. Requires magic mushroom. Fire medallion. It's a trap. Alrighty. We are going to go on a 5-minute break. We won't be long. That's what 5 minutes implies, that it's only going to be, you know, 5 minutes. But I need to refresh my drink. I need to stretch my legs because my butt's fallen asleep. You may not want to hear the truth of that, but too bad, I guess. I am apparently projecting onto the internet that my butt is asleep. Excellent, go me. And I just need to grab a snack as well. Alright, so we are going to go on break. We won't be long. Feel free to grab a snack yourself, grab a drink, grab an Octorok, grab a Pokemon plushie in the shape of Pikachu. That feels very nostalgic and very nice, but you don't play Pokemon anymore, so it makes you also feel really sad at the same time. Or just, grab whatever you want. And be back here in 5 minutes as we continue through this randomizer. I think that's probably the saddest version of that I've ever done. Alrighty, I'll grab my mum. I'll grab your mum too. Alrighty, we're going to be back. Don't worry, we're going to be back in 5 minutes. I will see you then. Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. Bye! Alrighty everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a lovely break. I know I certainly did. Maybe. I couldn't tell you, honestly, but still. Yeah, no. I can only do that with certain things. Alright, cool. So, while we were gone, not gonna lie, I jumped when he came back and got scared. Aw, sorry. So, that's so mean to say. We actually can't do anything here now that I think about it. Alright, cool. Let's go back out. Yes, so while I was on break, I was sitting there and I'm like, why do I feel the need to snack? I already ate dinner. I should be feeling fine. I don't understand why I'm so hungry. And then I walk out to the kitchen to refill my drink. And I suddenly understand why I'm still feeling very hungry from dinner. And it's because my dinner was sitting on the... I'm gonna die here. My dinner was still sitting on the kitchen table. I cooked it and then didn't eat it. So that checks out. No, I really should have more hearts to do this. Okay. You know what? Does this... I can't remember if we randomized locations or not. We didn't. Good. Okay. That's good to know. Let's go... Shadow's probably the next best bet. Bear with me. So we're going to leave Majora's Mask alone for a little bit right now. Ignore the fact that something just really badly dropped in the background. It's okay. It's just a light. There we go. Hang on. Bear with me for 2 seconds, people. We're gonna be... Just bear with me. You can still hear me. It's fine. There we go. Alright. Should be better now. There we go. So I have a fan. Nice little portable fan that I like to keep in my streaming room because it's quiet enough that it doesn't get picked up by the microphone. However, because it's battery operated, I just had to go put it on charge. Alright. So up there looks like it's something of value. Nah, it's Muffin. She fell down a 34-story building and survived with no injury. Muffins would. If anyone would, it would be Muffins. But alas, no, she's still asleep on the lounge. She's so cute. She'll be asleep on the lounge all day, all night. And then the moment I go to bed, it's... Is that an actual... No, that's not, of course it's not an adult wallet. Alright. We knew this was gonna happen. Let's be real. Excellent. Alright. Let's continue on into CAC. So in CAC, there's a few things that we can check. You look so gorgeous tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it. Excellent. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I finished work early today. And I decided to use the time to rest, relax, recuperate, play some Pokemon, which I will never complain about. I also had doctor's appointments and stuff, which is why I left work early. But it was just nice being able to rest and recuperate and touch up my makeup from work so I didn't look absolutely crazy. So thank you so much. Alright. Let's check this. Now, I'm not anticipating we're going to find anything of value here, but it's all the checks that we have to do. Very nice. As well as that, now that we have Master Sword and we have an Ocarina, we also have Song of Time. So we should be able to Song of Time to become adult, and we can do adult CAC checks as well. So adult CAC checks include the Song of Storms check, as well as the shops. We can also, with the iron boots, see what this is. So let's do that. What's this? Hey, secret shrine. Alright. We know that the final boss's secret shrine is nothing worth it, but Bremen Mask is worth it. Yeah, the pots here and the grass here might have something of value. Bear with me, sorry. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Hey, sorry, I was lurking, putting Tiny down to sleep. Oh, good night, Tiny. That's okay. Thank you so much. Again, you do not have to actually, stay here the entire time. I appreciate it. In fact, if you can, please stay here the entire time. But, you don't have to stay here. You don't have to explain yourself. You're all good, I promise. Alright, series of traps. That's so cute. We love that. Alright. Alright. Let's take these boots off and sink back up. Sink back up, float back up. New viewers, she's lying. If you don't stay, she threatens to bite you. That's right. That's right. Get bit. Alright, let's check Skulltulas. We haven't collected a single Skulltula, and I don't want to. Alright, 10 is Dungeon Map for Forest. We can get out without that. That's foolish. Oh! Dear God, that better be a trap. That better be a trap. 30 for RuPaul, 30. 40 is RuPaul. 20 is RuPaul. So all of them are dead checks except for the Deku. I don't know whether to bet my hedge my bets on whether that's foolish or not. Spoiler on whether it's a trap or not. Spoiler log would tell me, but we can't just willy-nilly go check the spoiler log. We're so effed. Honestly, valid. Yes, I don't remember where all 50 Skulltulas are. I haven't had to collect all 50 Skulltulas in a randomizer ever, really. I don't think yeah. In my in my streams offline, I have 50 set as a permanent dead check. So I don't think I've ever actually done it offline, and when we've been streaming randomizers, we've never needed to. So I don't remember the last time I collected all 50. That's gonna be at least 50, not all 50. There's like 100 in the game, but still. Youch. All right. Claim check. That's basically useless, but still. An item's an item, I guess. Add another trap. Very nice. And let's also check the pots up here. Oh, what are you? Oh, okay, so Fire Temple is Jabu. That's good. That's good to know. Let's see if this will allow us to transform to human, because I don't remember. To human? To adult. Excellent. So this gives way for us to be able to do shops, and there's a whole bunch of different crates and everything here as well. We can also do Dante. Yeah, we knew that was going to be a trap. Alright, let's check the shops before we lose all of our money. That bottle, I doubt that's a legit bottle, but we want to check it anyway. No, cool. It's so funny. Come on, that's hilarious. There we go. We can also check the grotto behind here as well. We'll do that quickly. So we are going to set up another Gamba soon, don't you worry. Goron Race gives a report. Excellent. Heart container. We'll always take a heart container. Alright. Now, because of how random this element is, like this rando is, we're not gonna do a game-related gamba at the moment. We will come back to it. But for now, we've got the good old classic heads or tails. I know we've already done this once, but we can do it again. Everyone, like, there's new people here. There's people who weren't joined at the beginning. You want my... Yeah, we'll give you the... There we go. What does that yearn us? Alright. Thanks! Thanks! Thanks, Hag! I'm not calling her names intentionally. Her name is, like, the Hag of the magic shop. So, I'm not intentionally being mean to her. So, Porge. Absolutely. We're Porged. We're Porge. Let's see what the other shop has and if there's anything we need to collect rupees for. I'm gonna wager no. Bomb choose, Kaku. That's fine. We can ignore those. All right. All right. Let's check the crates here. Is that no? It couldn't have been that easy. We're gonna have like another seed where we spend 7 hours without a sword, aren't we? That's typically the way this goes. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I am trying to think and my brain is not allowing me to. You know those days where you just, no matter what you do, your brain's just not switching on? That's been me all day today. Also, give me a shield. Perfect! Alright, let's do this while we're here, and then we can go do Dumpe. Hey, come attack me, whatever. There we go. Let's lose more money. Actually, no, it's just gonna be a knockback trap. There it is. Excellent. Alright, Dumpe. What do you think Dumpe is going to give us? I personally think he's going to give us a Rupaw and a knockback trap. That's just my personal opinion. It typically is the way things go here. A knockback trap and a Rupaw sounds very fitting right now. Anything here? No. Alright, cool. Let's go. Alright. We can also check the crate up here. I remember the crate up here had something. Or looked like it had something. Alright. How's that gamba going, by the way? Adult fish, 8 pounds, and a Rupaw. Terrific. How's that gamba going, by the way? Don't forget, you have a limited amount of time. You have 1 minute and 8 seconds to get in your points for that. So far, Tails is 100% in the lead. I think you might want to get in on that, people. Alright, let's go! That's not even close to... Okay, it worked. We'll take it. I mean, we don't have any money anyway, so... There's no harm in us going through here. That was a spare Hylian shield. We didn't need to collect that again. That's fine. And trap. I can't gamble, sadly. No, you're all good. I promise. You're fine. There is no obligation to. I promise. Alright. Let's go. For me, it's a country thing. Oh, okay, yeah, that... I forget there's quite a few countries that don't allow the gambas. That makes sense. I forgot about that. Alright. Trap! We should have set a gamble on how many traps could we hit within the hour. And another trap. Also, Heads or Tails is now finished, so before we start the down pay race, Heads came in the lead with 61% of the points. Words. Heads or Tails, please. Alrighty. Congratulations to the people who picked Tails. That is Placeholder and Soup. Well done. That I can't, so yeah. I forget that gambas are actually blocked in certain countries. That's, yeah. It makes sense, of course, but it's something that just, it doesn't even cross my brain sometimes. Alright. But it's not a big deal for me. That's it. You're all good, I promise. Alright, let's do Dumpe double speed. Oh, balls. We knew that was happening. Oh, balls. The speed is really nice for Dumpe. With the bunny hood, it's really nice. However, I become really, really bad at dodging the fire. Alright. That's not a bad time for Dumpe, all things considering. You have to stop here, and you have to wait for the door to fully open, because if you try and sneak through the door before him, you will actually void out. Alright. So, a bug and a big chest. So, knockback trap and knockback trap. Hey, it's actually a bug! Bug is a bug? That's a reference. And Rudo's letter. Oh, okay, so this was actually helpful. Yeah, we might as well do this legit. That was actually helpful. Even if Rudo's letter itself isn't helpful, the bottle itself will be. OMG, I finally won a gamble. Well done! Congrats, Soup. I'm glad. Alright, so we know that the key, that the piece of heart up here is just some arrows, so that's not necessary. But we do need to do Song of Storms check here. Or I could completely miss. Let's go, placeholder. We're amazing. Alright. And to be fair, he's so angry at us that canonically makes sense. After losing the last 500 million in a row. It sometimes feels like that, doesn't it? It really does sometimes. Alright. Let's go Zora's River. I've gone from 34k points to 17. I feel broke. Wow, sitting on 17,000 points. Well done. I was going to tell you how much I stand on, but I have an infinite amount. It's my channel. I can't spend them. Alright. Let's go! We're gonna go Zora's River and see what Jabu Jabu is. Something that I'd be really keen on seeing is where Ice Cavern is. Excellent. Excellent. Let's quickly... I don't know if Bean Seller sells beans or if he sells a random item. I think it's random. I think I set it to random. RuPaul for 60 rupees. Absolutely not. Go away. Alright, now we can turn back into an adult. There's no other real reason for us to be a child right now. So we can get up to the top of Zora's River with the bean sprout. And we can get into all the grottos as an adult anyway, so who cares? There we go. Oh, there was 20... Oh, I could have used that 20 rupees. That's fine. We would have lost it here anyway, no doubt. Okay, so fish, eyeball frog. We all knew these were going to be traps anyway, so it's fine. What do I have in my bottles? No, I'm not going to risk. Let's get rid of the, yeah, let's get the fish. Nope. It was a trap fish! We're going to leave that blue potion there just in case. Just in case. Because I don't want to get rid of my milk on the chance that it's a trap. But I also don't want to waste it in case it's legit. So, alright. What do you say? Fortress, Gerudo Fortress is on the path of power. Okay. No. Excellent. Gerudo Fortress, not Thieves Hideout, but Gerudo Fortress is on the path of power. That's really good to know, actually. So that means the Gerudo card was absolutely necessary, and the item in Road to Swamp that was needed. Zoromask sometimes required can be found in Terminate Field. We already found that. We already knew that. Oh, crap. No, we do need chicken to get in. Hang on. I forget that we don't have Zelda's Lullaby. Alright. Let's go back up here and then child. Yeah, that's the good call there. Alright. So, here we go. As I mentioned, I've been working hard to try and, I know I should be collecting that sculpture, I'm not going to yet. I'm holding out hope that Deku Mask is a trap. We don't have the confirmation of that, of course, but I'm holding out hope. There we go. So as I've been updating my YouTube channel to include all the VODs and everything like that, I've also been watching a lot of YouTube videos in general, just, you know, other people, their content and all of that, and, you know, just enjoying myself. I've been watching Is That Legit? That's not legit. That might be legit. Hello, Video Looted. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you? How's it going? There we go. Ha! Hey, yeah. Let's go. Before we lose money, let's go see what these are. I'm gonna wager that these are both traps, but it's better to check. Yeah, that's a trap. I'm good. We just got yeeted out of the store. I love watching Zelda randos. I'm glad to hear it. This is a Majora's Mask Ocarina of Time combined randomizer, so both games are combined into one. And we have to find the 3 pieces of the Triforce. We have an absurd amount of traps on. Every junk item is either a root port or a knockback trap. It is going about as well as you expect. Alright. I'm glad you love watching Zelda randos. What's your favorite rando that you like to watch? What's a person, like, well, what's a creator that you like to watch in terms of randos? We love shouting people out here. Let's go. I can see that seems fun for the viewers. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely a hit. Alright. That's gonna be a trap, I wager. It could be legit, but I think it's a trap. Alright. Oh, that's actually legit. That's a legit fairy slingshot. Nice. We'll update the tracker with that in just a second. There we go. Majora's Mask and Wind Waker are my favorites, but sometimes I like to watch new ones for a change. Absolutely. It's always nice to expand out a little bit. I haven't done a Wind Waker rando quite just yet. It's something I would like to do, but it's something I would like to do, but I'm worried about losing interest because of how vast the ocean is. Although I know the rando has things like the fast sail and stuff like that to help, so it's something I should definitely do. Nice ripping out. Thank you. I was waiting to see if someone would I was waiting to see if someone would see it. Yeah, no, I do want to try Wind Waker rando one day. We do a lot of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, combined, like Ocarina of Time randomizers, Majora's Mask randomizers, combined randomizers, and Twilight Princess randomizers here. Alright. Jabu Jabu is now free. Jabu Jabu? Yeah? Oh, yeah, I suppose. Alright, let's light the torches, grab ourselves a fish, and see what Jabu is. I would like to see Jabu being either Ice Cave, Deku Tree, or Forest Temple. Yep, there we go. I should try Twilight Princess. I only play Ocarina of Time rando. Too afraid to learn others. Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. I have this sort of same fear about Wind Waker. It's the 3D Zelda I arguably remember the least of in terms of checks. Yeah, okay. I will say I still learn things. I've been playing Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask forever. I used to speedrun Majora's Mask. I'm still learning new things every time we do a rando. Don't be afraid because you don't know enough, because... Oh, I forgot a fish. Because you're always going to be learning new things no matter what. I can guarantee that. Every time in this game, I find something new every time. Twilight Princess, we had a seed a while ago where we really struggled to find one particular item, and it kept saying that it was in Farron Field. I was sitting there, I'm like, no, it's not. We've checked through every inch of it. It turns out there's a whole bunch of there's a grotto there that I never knew existed, despite the fact that I've 100% of that game more times than I can count. So it's always like that. Alright, I have a feeling this is just... I have a feeling we know where this is going. Just traps. Excellent. Alright, let us release the fish. We are going to call this fish George. This fish is now called George. So as per normal, we use George to open up Jabu Jabu, and then we set him free to thank him for his assistance. We love setting the fish free to live their best lives. Bye, George. We're not gonna think about the freshwater versus saltwater debate there. Oh, DC. I suppose we could do a bit of DC. Yes, we salute George. Right, that's right. These games are full of secrets and oddities. That's it. You always learn new things about these games every time. There we go. Yeah, we can do a little bit of this. We're not going to do the entire thing today. The entire thing right now, at the very least. But we'll do as much as we... we can do... Let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's not going to take us too much time at all. Alright, what do you say? Ocarina game gives rapport. We already knew that. Oh, crap. Let's put on a shield before we forget. So with Ageless Shields, the Mirror Shield takes on the same quality as the Deku Shield, in terms of the fact that you can one-hand it. However, whereas the Hyrule Shield, you end up doubling over. However, you cannot reflect seeds and nuts with it. That's the downside there. Again, we really should be collecting Sculptures. Am I going to? Of course not. Get over it. So, we have found out that one of the hints that we got is that 50 Sculptures hides Deku Mask. However, that could be a trap. We are not sure. And I am sort of hoping and wedging bets that, hey, adult Loach, nice. I'm sort of hoping and, you know, hedging my bets that it is, in fact, a trap, because I don't want to do 50 Sculptures. Not today. That's something I'm going to have the motivation to do next time I rager. Hints could be traps. Not in the Gossip Stones, but in the text, yes. So if the sculpture turns around and says, "Hey, would you, I can give you," okay, that's the other useless one. If the sculpture turns around and says, "For 50, I'll give you Deku Mask," it could still be a trap. But if a Gossip Stone said 50 Sculptures equals Deku Mask, you know it's legit. So there is still a chance that it could be fake. Come on. There you go. Who's a good little Lizalfos? There we go. I am hoping upon all hope that it is a trap. The only way to know for sure is to either get the Deku Mask before we collect 50, or to check spoiler log. But alright, what have you got? Letter to Mama. See? It's a trap. They don't necessarily have to give you the items that they say. I had a feeling that one was going to be a trap anyway. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. Or at least, you know, enjoying the content enough to follow. So thank you. Alright, boom. And we'll come back for that pot. Come on, game. There we go. Hooray, let's go follow. Thank you. Absolutely. Of course, that's not legit. That would have been way too easy. Alright, that's one side down. As I said, this won't take us long at all. In fact, it would be quicker if we if we Song of Timed. It would be way quicker if we Song of Timed. We might do that soon. There we go. What are you? Rapport. No, thank you. I do not want to lose 10 rupees for 10 rupees. What are you? A trap? Just for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Excellent. Okay. I really should be utilizing Hammer more here as well. So we have childless items on. Ageless items on. Which means that we can use, as you can clearly tell, we can use adult items as child and child items as adult. For that reason, we should be using the hammer more than we currently are. But that's fine. We'll deal. Alright. Nice, we got some bombs out of that too. That's nothing, and we're not going to bother checking. Again, normally I'd be opening these chests anyway, just to see what they house. Because sometimes shields don't come in a marked chest. However, because of the threat of repours and us trying to conserve money, we are trying to be a bit more, well, conservative with opening unnecessary chests and pots. Alright, there we go. Well, Song of Time here. This is Bevel Song of Time. Ah, thank you for redeeming. Saobao gives her gaming hot takes. There we go. So I'm going to keep it, normally it's spread out between different games, different platforms, whatever. I'm going to keep this relevant to Zelda today. Oopsies. To me, okay, so hang on, to explain this, there are quite a few different Zelda conventions. There are quite a few Zelda conventions, and quite a few Zelda games that differ from the norm. For example, Link's Awakening is not set in Hyrule. Neither is Majora's Mask, for that matter. Link's Awakening was the first game not really set in Hyrule. You have the Oracle games, also not set in Hyrule, and you also have them the Oracle games also sort of, how do I explain it? It has, instead of it being like a different adventure in a different land, unconnected to Hyrule, you have the lore of Impa and Zelda sending links to different lands. That's a bit different. Excellent. You have the Temple of the Ocean King, which is the concept of revisiting a temple over and over again. Controversial, but it was certainly different. You have the what am I trying to say? The motion controls of Skyward Sword. You have Zelda 2 being a side scroll, for God's sake. All of these things prove time and time again that while there is technically a Zelda formula, differing from the Zelda formula is part of the Zelda formula, and therefore you can't have a Zelda game that's not really a Zelda game because they're all inherently Zelda games. I don't know if any of that makes any sense, but there's a lot of people who argue that, well, this doesn't feel like a true Zelda game because it's missing X, Y, Z. When it's the nature of the game and the nature of the series to differentiate between each other. So, by extension, the argument that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are not real Zelda games is kind of null and void. A lot of people sit there and go, they're not real Zelda games because, you know, you're missing items like the hook shot and stuff like that. And, you know, it's the game. It's the nature of the series to shake up the formula. In fact, it's probably more formulaic than any other formula, is shaking up the formula. So the whole concept of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild don't feel like a Zelda game because it's missing some of the conventions is in self flawed because it's got the main convention of shaking up the conventions. You know what I mean? Tell the haters you don't feel like a true Zelda game. That's right. You know what? You don't feel like a true Zelda game. That being said, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are incredibly great games. They're just not great Zelda games. No, that's not true. I really like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I really like them both. However, when ranking Zelda games, they don't come anywhere close to the top 10. And it's because I don't know, it's not because it misses a bunch of conventions of the games, because as I said, it's the convention of the games to shake up the convention of the games, if that ever makes any sense. But it's still, they feel like they are missing something. It feels like they are missing the magic in them. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is, I would rate I would rate Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom low, but not for the reason that people keep ranking them low as, you know, it messes with the conventions, because that's the entire point of the game. That's the entire point of the series. It's rated low because it feels a little soulless to me. But in terms of games, I rank them high as games on their own individual merits. It's just in terms of Zelda games where I rank them low. Couldn't hear the end because of ads, but yeah, I'm glad they tried something else after Skyward Sword. The formula was getting a bit stale. Now I want them to go back to the OOT formula for at least one opus. Yes, that's exactly it. I like how open world it is. Absolutely. There is a lot of good in both Tears of the Kingdom and why do I keep saying Skyward Sword? Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. In fact, I have spent I think I've spent something like 240 hours in Breath of the Wild, and something like 400 hours in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I really like these games. But if I sit there and go, oh yes, I want to play a Zelda game, it's probably not the game I'm picking up for a Zelda game. It's the game I'm picking up for an open world game, but not a Zelda game. But it's not because of the changing conventions. Yeah. I'm really glad, I'm glad that they changed up the formula too. Like, the formula's constantly changing, but the shake-up that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom provided was the biggest shake-up. And I think it was very good and very necessary. And it's not my problem with them as games. I think it's probably their strongest part about them as games, is the fact that it's so different from the convention. That may sound incredibly, I don't know, counterintuitive, contradictory, whatever you want to say. I don't know how to explain it. My brain. It might just be my weird brain. Alright, grass patch. Excellent. Alright. We are coming up on the last 5 minutes of this dungeon, people. Go away. Which means we've got 5 minutes for a Gamba. Alright, we're gonna put it's gonna be 2 minutes. So it's gonna be a nice, quick, easy one. Is it gonna be an Ocarina of Time boss or a Majora's Mask boss here? That's pretty much it. That's the entire Gamba. Oop, there we go. Sorry, I had to get my phone open to make sure it was working. There we go. Let's get this going. It's a quick, easy one. You've only got 2 minutes, but that's because we're going to spend essentially 2 minutes getting there. So don't forget to get in your channel points for that. Alright. Let me make sure it's working. I don't know why, but Gambas on the phone don't seem to work as well. Or at least on my phone. I don't know if it's a property of my phone being a bit older, or if it's something weird with Twitch itself. But it takes me ages to get the Gamba actually functional and working. Oh, you're waging Volvage! You know what? Volvage is the one boss that we can do. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. We could do Volvage easy. In terms of bosses that we can and can't do right now, we can do Phantom Ganon, we can do Volvage. We can't do Morpha, we can do Bongo Bongo, but it's kind of annoying. We can do Woodfalls at Snowhead, that's good to know. We can do Twin Rover, I just really don't want to see Twin Rover right now. And then the Majora's Mask bosses, we can't do much of anything there. I hope we see Veggie. We all want to see Volby tonight. And behave. No, I could see it being Volvage. I could see it being Volvage or Bongo. If it's a Majora's Mask boss, I don't know. Alright. What are we gonna get? Hey! Everyone was right. It is Volvage. Yeah, I was gonna say we have Goron Tunic as well. The only thing is we might lose health. Oops. Alright, so with 45% of the votes, Ocarina of Time boss is winning. Congratulations to Dodonks and 2 others. Alright. Wait, who wins? It's an Ocarina of Time boss. Alright. The only concern here is going to be health, but we'll manage. We've got milk. I'm just not great at Volvage. Alright. I want to hear in the chat, what's everyone's favorite Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask boss? Because I have my picks for favorites between the two, but I want to hear what everyone is. I think I've already made my opinions on what my favorite is between the two games very well known. Alright, well, that's it. Hang on, crap. There we go. Yeah. For some reason... okay, we need milk. He needs some milk. Alright, there we go. Give me milk. Sorry, for some reason Twitch just decided to try and mute, Ducky's comment. So I had to deal with that. I think crouch stabbing is actually the better way to do it, but mods, check my message. You have mods. I am my mod. That's what you saw. I am my own mod, so I checked it. For some reason, it flagged your comment about Bongo Bongo as inappropriate for some reason. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm not hitting it. That's fine. Yeah, Bongo Bongo or the Phantom Boys. Yeah, I will say Phantom Ganon's a good boss fight. Nostalgia reasons, I will say Ganon's my favorite. Phantom G is my favorite if we're talking nostalgia. Power crouch stabbing's probably the better way to do this, but that's fine. There we go. Oh, okay, that's the most hits I've gotten in one round. That's impressive. I'm only impressed with myself there. My favorite Ocarina of Time boss is one that used to be my least favorite. There we go. Nice, let's go. That is a full clear on DC. That's very good. I did not think we were going to get a full clear tonight. Yeah, my favorite Ocarina of Time boss used to be my absolute least favorite Ocarina of Time boss. And it's Morpha. I love Morpha. I don't know why I love Morpha. It's nice, it's easy, it's stress-free. I love fighting Morpha. And my favorite Majora's Mask boss, I've said it once, I'll say it again, it's always going to be Goat. Well, that's just going to be fake, isn't it? Hey! Oh! Also, I forgot to mark off Master Sword, but hey, yo! We'll take the Goron Sword, absolutely. And we get some bomb shoes. Or we get knocked... Okay, that's pretty good. Morph is cool when you have the strat, that's it. It's the strat that changed it for me. Previously Morpha was, not it. It's the strat. I really enjoy the strat for Morpha. So good. That is Volvage done and dusted. That's actually really good. Alright. Let's, sorry, I'm just thinking. Let's go Gerudo Valley. We're not going to stream for too much longer tonight. We're still going to go on for a bit, but it's not going to be like a forever sort of deal, because I do still have work in the morning. It's close to 9:30. I still have work in the morning. I realistically should be getting some sleep at some point. But let's go take care of Gerudo Valley, which is supposedly Way of the Hero. Or Gerudo Fortress, but you know what I mean. Alright. Boom! Let's go! Did we have a we have a Pona song, don't we? Excellent, let's... Alright. How long are you going to stream for tonight? We're probably going to give it another 20-30 minutes, depending on what we find. So it's not going to be too terribly long. It will continue on just for a little while. We're going to do a few more checks. But yeah, it's not going to be forever, because I know people are wanting to go to bed. I've got to go to bed. I've got to go back to the doctor's first thing in the morning, so I should really be, 45. You want me to stream for 45 more minutes? Oh. Well, we better find something really good. You want 45 to 50 minutes? We better find something really good. 60? Oh, we better find something game-breaking in that sense. Alright. Give a girl a break. Check spoiler log for an item of your choice, and it's my choice. You know what I'm gonna check, and thank you so much for redeeming that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm gonna check. I need to know if that Deku mask is legit or not, so we're gonna search for the Deku mask. Because if I have to collect 50 Skulltulas, we might quit the seed right now. No, I'm kidding. We won't quit the seed. Deku mask. What do you mean you can't find Deku mask? Okay. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, excellent. Good. Good. Deku mask is not the 50 Sculpture check. That is a trap. We are good. That's the only thing I wanted to check. I didn't even bother checking to see where Deku Mask properly was. I think it's in Gerudo Valley somewhere. I didn't even bother checking that part. I just wanted to see if it was the 50 Sculpture check. Thank God. Alright. Alright. Get down. So there's a few things that we can check here, but we're going to come back to the main part of this. Okay, that chest has nothing in it. There's not anything behind the tent, is there? Oh, here. No, this rock doesn't have anything. Because I hit it last time because it looked sus. Alright, is there anything behind the tent? I've never checked behind here before. No, cool. Excellent. Alright. So we will come back and we'll do behind the waterfall, and then there's also a grotto under that rock, but we can't do anything there yet, so that's fine. So let's go into Thieves' Hideout, or, you know, Gerudo Fortress, Thieves' Hideout, whatever. I want to see what GTG is, and I just want to see if there's anything in the crates. The crates are going to be the big thing here. Once we get Song of Storms, we can also check the Song of Storms grotto here. Alright. I don't know what... Hey, Red Potion MM. That's 3 bottles for MM. That's very nice. It makes me a little nervous as to why they keep giving me so many bottles, but that's fine. Oh. We don't even have enough money for GTG. That's so embarrassing. Alright. Let's check up here. We don't have to do the archery, which is nice. We just need to check the crates. Game. Excellent. Anticipate a lot of traps here. I will always take the health as well. Nothing there. Here we go. Is that our first legitimate? No! We still haven't gotten a legitimate owl statue, just saying. Well, we know that's a trap, that's a bow. And that's a knockback trap. That was a bottle of Chateau Romani. That would have been nice. Chateau Romani gives unlimited magic between both games, and it keeps itself on a cycle reset. That would have been excellent. Excellent. Cool. Nothing of value. So I'm going to guess the item of value in Gerudo Valley holds itself in either holds itself in the Song of Storms grotto, or there's a few chests that we can't reach quite just yet. Stop it! I just want more rupees, please. Game. All right, cool. Let's just get out of here before we somehow end up in negative rupees. It's gonna happen one day. They're gonna invent a system where you can go into negative rupees. I foresee it happening, and I don't want that. Alright. the crates. Oh no, we have to collect the... Let's quickly collect the repaws to count it. Once we collect the repaws, these will actually reset and become vanilla. So that way we can actually start collecting, hopefully collecting rupees from them. Alright. Or not. No, that would have been way too easy. Alright. No, alright. I know Thieves' Hideout is foolish, but let's just quickly hit a few pots and stuff like that and see if we can shake out 10 rupees. Okay, nothing. Alright. So one of the best things that this randomizer does, the combined randomizer, is it allows you to share the stone mask between both games. The stone mask actually works the same way here as it does in Pirate's Fortress, wherein the Gerudo guards will ignore you, and it is so nice. Being able to get through this entire area with the stone mask, oh, fantastic. Okay. We can at least see if the chest... Yeah, that's the way of the hero chest, isn't it? There's not much we can do about getting there. We don't have hover boots, and we don't have hover boots, and we don't have hookshot. So we can't do much about that. That's fine. You don't want to give me 10 rupees, please? Just a little loan. We're gonna lose the money within like 10 minutes anyway. Alright. Might as well cop the L here. Alright, anything yet? No, alright, cool. We're gonna come back here in that case to see what GTG is. I do not remember the clip in, and I do not want to start having to deal with that now. So for now, let's skedaddle out of here and go do the checks over the bridge. There's nothing hiding behind these stones, are there? I don't think so. I would know, right? I would know, right? You'd think. Okay. I was hoping that there'd be, at the very least, rupees. Now, we can't even get to that crate, I don't think. And we know that... Okay. Let's just go this way. We know that the grotto can only be opened with the gold gauntlets. So we're not even going to bother with that. We only have one strength upgrade at the moment. But... Excellent. We can at least go down here. The crate and the cow are gone, but we can check the gossip stone and what's behind the waterfall as well. The bow can sometimes be found. It can be found in Sacred Meadow. We already got that. That was a really nice quick find as well. Like that was incredible. All right. We lost money. What a surprise. Alright, we're only going to do about 10 more minutes here. Again, unless we find something uber exciting, we're only going to be about 10 more minutes. But let's see, let's go quickly and check out, whatever I'm thinking of. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Who knows what I'm thinking of? Let's go see, I know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter that nobody else does. it's in Majora's Mask. Let's go see if we can suss out a little bit of what Secret Shrine is. That's what I'm trying to say. Because we have a Pona song, we can get into... Oh, we should have done... Oh, that would have actually been really good. No, no, oh. Why did I do that? That's not what I wanted to do. Why did I do that? I mean, it's fine. We don't lose anything in doing so. It's just not what I planned on doing. I'm an idiot. Alright. In that case, let's quickly go see what Secret Shrine is. And hopefully we can, you know, do better this time. I missed one trap here, didn't I? Perfect. Alright. Again, you might be wondering why I collect the traps, even though I desperately know that they're traps. It's so I can make sure I've cleared the area out. If I see a whole bunch of yellow grass patches later on, I'm going to be concerned that I've missed checks. And I know I haven't missed any. So it's just to make sure I know I've cleared the area out. Alright, let's go check Secret Shrine. And then we might see... no, we're gonna... Yeah, we'll do Secret Shrine. See what Temple Secret Shrine is. And then we might check out just the grass patches and grotto in the graveyard. But we're not going to do the graves quite just yet. Primarily... Oh, actually, we can't even get up to Secret Shrine. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, get down. I keep forgetting we don't have hookshot. Lon Wrench is foolish, we knew that. Let's check up here, and then we can check the grotto down here. Again, it doesn't matter if you don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Right? Excellent. 24 minutes remain. Excitement much. Hey, that's exciting! 24 minutes until Black Ops, right? Wow, that time's gone really fast. Hey, silver gauntlets! We know that's a trap too. We'll take the strength upgrade of silver gauntlets. Absolutely. I don't want you to end it. That's alright, we're gonna be back, I promise. This isn't the end. This isn't the last stream ever. I promise. If it were, there'd be a lot more fanfare, I'll tell you. Alright. There we go. Also, I'm not planning on ending the idea of me streaming anytime soon. I'm gonna continue streaming. Just, you know, not tonight. Alright. Yeah, I'm excited. You're gonna have to come back and tell me how Black Ops is. I wanna hear what it's like. Alright. Alright, that was a whole bunch of nothing. Excellent. Glad we did that. Alright. We could technically do Night 1 Grave. Hey, Great Fairy Mask. I'd rather wait until we have Hookshot or Fierce Deity to do Graves, just so I can make sure we can knock them both out at the one time. I'm gonna jump into zombies first. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Let's do it. No. Alright. That's fine. I'll take the L on that. Excellent. So you actually don't take damage while you're on a Pono, which is why you see me just randomly stop and wait until all the bombs are blown up. Alright. I'm waiting for the day that it knocks me out of the grotto completely. It almost happened there. Nice. Sorry, I'm going through a Salbow midlife crisis. As someone who is Salbow, Okay, so Ice Cave is a Great Bay Temple. That sucks. That sucks. Actually, we had an idea of where New Wave Bossa Nova was, so that's actually not that bad. If I can remember where New Wave Bossa Nova is, that's actually not bad, all things considered. We can get to ice through there, that's fine. Considering I'm Saobao and I am, I'd like to say not midlife, but quarter life. A Saobao midlife crisis ain't fun. Sorry. Alright. We now know where Ice Cave is, which is the big one. Because we know that blue ice arrows are outright required, meaning that there is a required item either in Ice Cave or it's either in Ice Cave or it's relating to Melting King's Aura or the shops. So that's why I've been so obsessed with trying to find Ice Cave at the moment. Alright. It's all my Twitter feed at the moment with people saying about Black Ops just booked my flight to New Zealand. I love that. I had no idea you could actually just change the region to get early access. I had no idea that was a thing. To be fair, because I play a lot of retro games, don't get me wrong, I play a lot of modern games as well. I am notoriously bad at remembering release dates for games, though. Oh right, I don't have a sword. That's a thing, I forgot we don't have a sword. Hey, piss balls! We know that's a trap, that's fine. I'm notoriously bad with remembering game release dates. So I usually pick up a game 2 or 3 days later going, oh crap, that's been released. So I had no idea that was even a thing you could do, but it makes sense. Woodfall Gecko gives knockback. Trap. That's a trap. This is excellent, guys. That's a trap. That's a trap. We slide down the hill when we hit a trap. That's so funny. Alright. I was gonna say, that almost looked legit, but no, it's a trap. Alright. Welcome to Mountain Village. We can't do much here. Alright. All of this is a trap, wake up. Literally though, literally. That's it. I don't think we found a non-trap item there, just saying. We know that's a trap and we know that's a trap. I always love it when a trap knocks me into another trap and sends me on the double fly. I find that so inherently fun. There's the piss ball. Give me my trap, please. Oh! 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 That's not a trap! Hell yeah! That's not a trap! Okay. I was not expecting that. Whee! So now, we don't know we have 2 transformation masks. I don't know exactly where the Deku mask is because I didn't bother reading that part, but we at least know it's not the Skulltula 50 check. That's at least something really good. We've got an ocarina. We've got Master Sword. We're making good headway. We've got a bow. We're making good headway. We're not through finding the important items by a long shot. We've still got so many more important items to go. For example, we can't do anything here because it's melted. We can't melt the ice. However, a lot of this, we've made good headway, all things considered. Considering the vast amount of traps, we have made some really good headway. Also, Soup, I have noticed that you have redeemed a Mario Kart track. I would like to stress once again, we are not playing Mario Kart. It's important to me that you know that. Alright, let's plunder Tingle. We're going to plunder Tingle. We are going to go through the village. Oh my god, that freaked me for a sec. We are playing it. That's what this means. Yes, it means that we're only playing, like, we have to stop everything and start. Oh, we don't even have enough money to buy a damn fish. That's so sad. Yes, we're gonna drop everything and play Mario Kart because you recommended a track. Honestly, probably would. Alright, cool. Super Mario Combined Randomizer. You joke, but there are Super Mario randomizers. There's Mario 64 randomizers, there's Galaxy randomizers. There was someone who randomized Ocarina of Time and Super Mario 64 into one game. They did a combined randomizer of that. It's a little wild how many combinations you can have. Hey! Oh, new wave! We can get into Ice Cave now. Once we go to Great Bay, we can get into Ice Cave. That's really good. All we have to do is remember where the blue ice arrows are, because I did not write that down. No more Crying Child. Crying Child is almost gone. We're almost done with Crying Child. That's a trap fish. Ugh. We've got 3 pots up the top, and then we're done. That thing pisses me off. Why did they add it? I think it was supposed to be this whole touching thing of reuniting a kid with its dad or whatever. That's fake. That's so fake. But yeah, I agree. The most annoying sound in the entire Zelda universe. They made it so annoying, it isn't funny. Alright. There are just 2 more checks we are gonna do tonight, and then we are gonna call it. It's terrifying. Alright, excellent. So we're just gonna check the P-balls around the area, just double check that we haven't missed any P-balls. Then we are gonna do the grotto, and then we are done for tonight. I think we've made some really good headway so far. And I think we've done really well for ourselves, all things considered. Alright, looks like no Hello, Muffy! Hello, baby. And we lost whatever little money we had. Do you want to come say hi to everyone, Muff? Oh, good girl. Alright. Good girl. Who's a good girl? I don't know if anyone saw Muffins coming in or whatever, but she's here. She's sitting on my lap, or sitting just under my legs. That's not my lap in the slightest. I mean one thing and say another. It's the curse of a brain. I am. I'm a good Muffins. You are indeed. Although Muffins isn't even a good muffin, so, you know, take that with what you will. Alright. Oh, I forget, these are like the few things that the hammer can't hit. Yeah, you can jump up, bub. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. There's our first trap. There we go. At the end of the day, we're all good muffins. Except for Muffin. She's still not a good muffin somehow. There we go. We just got like the triple knockback. You good, Muff? Excellent. I can't see what I'm doing now, but Muffins is happy, so that's all that matters, right? And we have managed to hit every single trap and RuPaul in here. chat? I mean, you're a cat, but can you, like, you know, pretend? I actually can't see what I'm doing. This is so funny. Alright, cool. I think we have done an excellent job. We are leaving it here. Muffins, do you wanna say bye to everyone? Meow. Good girl. Hello, darling. Hello. Mwah. Alright, you can hop back up if you'd like. Oh my god, you are so fluffy. There we go. Muffins has enough. Pretty much. Muffins is ready to be fed. Thanks, Alba. No, thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's find someone to raid tonight. Who is following? Who am I following that is live right now? Hey! Alright, hang on. I don't know what they're playing. But we have... I'm just trying to find someone. Alright, we have Smoggy. We have raided Smoggy before. We're going to raid them again. They are doing Ocarina of Time. 100% no SRM speedruns. If you don't know what that means, feel free to ask Smoggy. I'm sure they'll explain. If you're interested, feel free to join the raid. Come in and chat, say hi, watch their content, give them a follow if you're interested. We're all small streamers just trying to do our parts, and we appreciate spreading the love around. Isn't that right, Muffies? But for now, I'm going to say goodnight. We're going to see you on Tuesday, maybe a little earlier. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the follows, for the raids, for the subs, for watching, for viewing, for participating, and I love you all and appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and bye!